Hey there, YouTube family. Welcome back to where we dive into real-life drama that's both thrilling and relatable. If you're wondering how far people will go to protect the ones they love, today's story is for you. Stick around, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. It was a typical night when disaster struck. My boyfriend, let's call him Alex, had an accident, nothing major, but he needed medical attention right away. We rushed to the ER, where the care was quick and thorough as expected. But then came the real shock, a bill that hit us like a punch in the gut. $5,000 after insurance, you see? It's enough to ruin holiday plans and put a serious strain on our finances. Now, I've dealt with medical bills before, so when Alex asked me to fight this one for him, I agreed without hesitation. But he didn't know how far I was willing to go. Or how far I would have to go to make things right. First steps were straightforward. I got Alex on the phone with the hospital to authorize me for his bill and medical records. Piece of cake, right? Not so fast. Once we had everything in hand, it was time to dive deep into the numbers. An itemized bill revealed prices that seemed astronomical. We compared them against fair market rates, services costing us 7 times what they should have. Next up, contacting billing. But here's where things got tricky. They told me point blank that I needed to escalate my concerns to administration if I wanted any real action. So I did just that, spending hours on hold with a call center, bouncing around from one department to another without finding someone who could help. Frustration set in. If the hospital wasn't going to take care of this themselves, then it was time for plan B, go straight to the top. I started scouring Google and LinkedIn for anyone influential at the hospital board members, upper management, even investors. It took days, but eventually I had contact info for around 30 key individuals. And so began my email campaign. Every day, a few emails sent out like clockwork. Starting with the basics, explaining Alex's situation and disputing the bill based on fair market rates. But as days turned into weeks, these communications became more elaborate, detailing every single error they'd made in handling our case. I wanted to show them just how serious this was, not just for us, but for anyone facing similar situations. The emails grew longer, laying out failures at each level of the company, billing department, customer service, and now management. I escalated until I was writing directly to directors with the entire board and investors CC'd. Here's a snippet from one of those final emails. Dear, I write to you today after weeks of unresolved issues regarding your hospital's billing practices. We've been charged $5,000 for services rendered at a rate 7 times over fair market value. Despite numerous attempts to resolve this through proper channels, no satisfactory response has been provided. You can imagine how intense those moments were, typing out these emails, hitting send, and waiting anxiously for responses. And then finally, after weeks of relentless pursuit, the reply came. A reduction in Alex's bill from $5,000 to just $26,000. Can you believe it? I was ecstatic. I couldn't wait to tell Alex the good news. He was overjoyed initially, jumping up and down, hugging me tightly. "You're a Christmas miracle," he exclaimed. But then came the reality check. When asked about how I did it, I tried to play it cool. Oh, just sent some emails. But curiosity got the better of him. He wanted to know more, so I handed over my phone. As he flipped through the dozens of emails, each one escalating in intensity, he grew increasingly stressed. It was a turning point. Alex looked at me with wide eyes, realizing what I had done. "You didn't just dispute the bill. You went full-on internet stalking and harassment campaign," he said quietly. I felt his frustration, but also my own anger building up. Here I had saved us from financial ruin, and yet all he could focus on was my approach. It was a clash of priorities, with him worried about boundaries and me focused solely on results. In the end, we both ended up furious, me because he didn't appreciate what I'd done, him because it felt like an overreach. AITA for fighting his bill too hard? And there you have it, a story that's as dramatic as it is relatable. We all want to help those we love, but sometimes our methods can cause more harm than good. What would you do in a similar situation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this one. See you next time with another tale of drama and heartache on